YouTube, what's going on? This preacher. So, a person that I know, I'm not gonna say it's a friend, just a person that I know, uh, bought a truck. And first and foremost, I'm not finna tell anybody not to buy a truck. Okay, a semi truck. I'm not finna tell nobody not to get inside this thing game. I'm not finna do that because I don't know what you are capable of. But at the same time, if you ask me my opinion on something, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not finna lie. For one, I'm gonna be straight honest with you. But I'm gonna find out as much as information as possible. I'm out here. That's 95, and I run outside this facility on this road that's got no parking anytime signs all over the place where you're not supposed to park it, but they don't let you inside this facility for your appointment. My appointment time is at 2 o'clock, and it's like 1:35. So, good thing it's Sunday, though. Ain't too many police out around here. But anywho, I'm going to tell you the truth. And reason why I said I'm not going to tell anybody not to get a truck because I don't know nothing about you. I don't know what your business plan is. I don't know what you're trying to run, where you're trying to run. I don't know nothing. I don't know how you run, what you're capable of doing, what you're not capable of doing. All right, but if we're talking and you're going to relay all this information to me, that's when I can give you an honest opinion. And it's just my opinion, but you should follow your own opinion. And this is my opinion based off of what you are telling me you are trying to do. Okay, this person did that. And I told him, well, you don't need to get a truck. Because how he wanted to run, how he wanted to be home, how many days he wanted to stay out, his limitations on the weight of the freight that he wanted to do, the times he wanted to drive. And I'm like, don't get a truck. And he was like, well, why not? It's a lot of money out here. Yeah, it is. It's a lot of money out here. It's a lot of money out here, right? But how you get to that money makes the difference. Are there a lot of loads that's paying some money versus the miles? Yes. But are you going to go to those areas where those loads are paying that kind of money? Or are you going to run those times? Because some of those times they want you to pick up 10 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, and you running throughout the night. But if you the type like he was, well, I'm not going to do no night driving. Okay, you're not going to do no night driving. What you mean by you're not going to do no night driving? Like, as soon as it get dark, you shutting down? Or you not driving like overnight? Like, you going to try to shut down, between 8 and 10 o'clock kind of thing. No night driving. I'm trying to be shut down by like 7 o'clock. So you only want to be shut down by 7 o'clock. You don't want to drive at night. No, I want to drive at night. I'm saying, well, that's cutting off the type of loads you'll be able to get and where you're going to go. Because that means if you delivering the load, you're delivering the load around 7 o'clock in the morning, from 2 hours from that to 3 hours unload time, even when you are delivering the load, it's like, okay, so now you're available for pickup of a load, depending on where it is, sometimes after 11 o'clock. So now you go and pick up that load. Say you pick up the load 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, because the pickup where you pick it up is kind of close, right? Now you there for another 2-3 hours getting loaded, right? So now you said that you only going to drive from about 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So you only going to drive 4 hours. Okay, but what if that load delivers the next day, at 3-4 o'clock? What if the load delivers the next day, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, but you had to drive throughout the night, at least at 10 o'clock to get there for an 8 o'clock delivery. It's like, okay, that's your plan, no problem. That's your plan, that's what you want to do. Okay, no problem, right? But then you don't want to go Midwest. You don't want to go to the West Coast. You don't want to go Northeast. You want to stay in a particular area. Well, you limiting the amount of loads that you have because you don't want to carry no more than 28,000 pounds. You only want to do morning driving. Morning picks up and afternoon picks up. So how are you going to find those particular loads that's going to fit your schedule or what you're trying to do? And at the same time, you got a truck payment. You limiting yourself on the loads and everything that you able to do. So sometimes you got to think about and do your research on your business plan, because your business plan on what you want to do, how you want to run, may not fit what you're trying to do. It may not fit, because you get a truck and now you have a truck payment and now you have to worry about fuel and all this other particular stuff, and you only running at these particular times. You are limiting yourself on what you could do and the loads. So now when you could get 4 to 5 loads a week, you may only doing 3 loads a week. Now you're gonna cry about you're not making no money out here. You're not making no money. But why are you not making no money out here? Sometimes you do have to do the things that you don't want to do. Okay, yeah. Do I want to be home every single night? Yeah, of course I do. Why not? That's why I wanted my own truck, so I can come home when I want to come home. My daughter loves to see me every single time I come home, but that's not the case, but he got the truck anyway, and he was going to do what he wanted to do. So I'm like, okay, no problem. But I told him not to do it because your business plan is not going to fit the type of truck you're trying to get with a big truck payment. Your truck payment was $2,800 a month. And so you're not going to make the kind of money that you see other people make. And the thing is, you see other people making money, yes, but you don't know how they are running to make the money that they are telling you and showing you on YouTube that they're making. You don't know that. And the same people that's, hey, yeah, I got this $5 a mile load, $6 a mile load, $9 a mile load. Okay, why are you complaining about fuel if you getting the load for $7 a mile? Your fuel only went up from what you've been paying, 30 cents, maybe 35 cents more per mile. But the load you getting is $6, $7 per mile. So that's not going to kill you for an extra 35 cents per mile. It's not. It's not breaking the bank. Okay. Everybody talking about F branded and all this other kind of crazy stuff. Biden ain't pumping fuel. Biden don't own the fuel companies. Did he cut the pipeline? Yes, he cut the pipeline. Okay, cool. He cut the pipeline from oil coming from another country into our country. But our country is the #1 producing of oil. The problem is our country that's producing the oil is selling it to other countries instead of selling it to their own country. Like I said, be mad at those businesses that's taking the oil that they pumping from the United States and selling it to China, Korea, Asia, all these other places. But you want to say F Biden? No, F Exxon, F Mobil, Shell, BP, X all them. Biden just cut the pipeline. Okay, we ain't getting the oil and stuff coming in from Canada and everything. It raised the price of fuel. Yes, it did. But why the other companies didn't want to do it? And then y'all don't want to listen to these CEOs that had all these board meetings said that, hey, they're not going to produce no more oil, and they're not going to be selling that much oil, more oil to the United States. They're going to keep selling their oil to these other countries because the other countries are going to pay us a lot more than what the United States want to pay us. But they pumping the oil from the United States. Get mad at that. Get mad at those companies. Ask them, why in the world you pumping all the oil from the United States and taking the United States oil and selling it to another country when you could be putting it back in our economy and lowering the price of oil? Biden don't have nothing to do with that. People always blame presidents for things that they do, like they made the decision to do that. Do he got some messed up policies? Yeah, but everybody has had messed up policies. Nobody talk about the good that a person does, but they always talk about the bad. Nobody talk about the good that Trump did. You only talk about the bad. What about the good stuff that Trump did? Do I like Trump? No. I think he incited violence. I think he made the country more divided and caused a lot more riots than it had to be by stirring things that he shouldn't have stirred up. His bad stuff outweighed his good stuff. Okay, it really did. His bad stuff outweighed the good stuff. All the trade deals he had cut with all these other countries for products that we was using, it raised the price of all these products that we use. All the deals and stuff he had all the farmers and stuff mad. All the meat farmers, he had all them mad about the stuff that he did with all these tariffs and stuff. And then what happened? The government had to wind up giving them subsidies because he messed up all their money and they had to raise price of everything. So everybody does bad stuff, but put the blame where the blame go. You have to always put the blame where the blame go. These truckers who's losing their trucks now and talking about, well, it's because of fuel prices. It's not because of fuel prices. It's because you don't know how to run your business and you making bad business decisions. That's what it's for. We're only talking about 30, 35 cents more per mile. That's it. That's all we're talking about. 30 to 35 cents more per mile. That's all. But you, on YouTube, because you got this $7 a mile load, you got this $6 a mile load. Nobody was saying that, hey, when these rates were sky high and you getting all this here money, nobody was saying, hey, I think they are paying me too much for this load. No, don't pay me $6 a mile for this load. Pay me $3 a mile for this load because these rates are high. No, you was happy the rates was high. You're making all kinds of money, right? Put some of that money back. Save money. They tell you to do that, right? Don't they tell you everybody to do that? They always say, hey, put some money up. Put some money inside your maintenance account before you get a truck. Have at least about $30,000 after you get a truck. You hear all this good stuff, right? So why they're not putting no money back when they was making all this money? So when times like this happens, you have some money put up, right? As you see gas prices start to go down, it was like $6 some places, $5.50 some places. Now it's down to $4.99, $5, $5.10, $5.05. You see it's going down. These high prices don't last forever. So yeah, you may have to go through 2 months, 3 months of some prices. It don't last forever. It'll start to balance itself off after a while. When things start to happen, you always got to give, no matter who's in office, you got to give them a chance to do something first. If somebody in office say, hey, we want to listen to what y'all complaining about. We let us know what you're complaining about, right? Give them a chance before you just start saying something. Give somebody a chance. You never know. Give somebody a chance. And then if they don't do it, that's when you can be like, hey, whatever, right? All this FFCA stuff and everything like that. Why didn't Trump do anything when he was in office? Or the Republicans when they had everything, controlled everything, the Senate and everything. Why didn't they do something? They was in there 4 years. Why didn't they do something? Why didn't they do something about the parking? Why didn't they do something about some of the regulations? Why? They was in office when they decided to do this ELD mandate. Why did they change it then? That's what I mean by, you know, everybody like to point fingers for things. Let's find a solution to the problem. Stop putting fingers on everything. If you start a trucking business, that's your trucking business. You have to make it work. You have to make the adjustments. You got to figure out a way to do this. Ask somebody. Talk to some people. Do some more research. You jump inside this field, you got a high truck payment now, right? Okay, how can I make this work? Maybe I can't be home every night. I want to be home every night, But at the same time, I want my business to flourish. Okay, maybe for the next quarter, the next 3 months, I have to stay out a whole week so I can make the kind of money. I have to take a load and go up to the area that's paying these high prices and run in that area for like 2 weeks and then come back home. And when I come back home for about 3-4 days, and I'm gonna go back out and I'm gonna go to another region that's paying something. And then I'm gonna stay inside that region while the money is good in that particular region. Then I'm gonna come back. Okay, so then when things start to mellow out, now I can come back and be back home. You got to make adjustments to make it work. You have to make the adjustments to make it work. You can't keep pointing your fingers on this. Fuel price is high. Okay, everybody, fuel price is high. What you gonna do about it now? Sit here and keep complaining, keep showing how much you is spending on it. Okay, every time you fill up, it costs you an extra $200 to fill up, right? Well, you can't get that chrome bumper that you wanted this week. You can't get that new legged seat that costs $1,500 no more. Yeah, you can't. I can't go to the truck wash every single day and spend $80-something. Let me cut back on that. Or do like I did. I went to my shippers, I went to everybody else and be like, hey, I need some more money. If you want me to continue to do this, I've been doing this for you for a while, I need some more money to continue to do this. Everybody gave me the money that I needed. I'm not feeling the effects of the fuel whatsoever. I'm paying more, yes, I'm paying more, but I'm also getting paid more for my loads to cover the cost. And I got a little extra just in case it went past 550, because this was when it was at 550. So now that it's down to 505, I'm still getting the same amount of money, more money, but the fuel is going down, so I'm spending less in fuel too. So now I'm getting even extra money in my pocket now because of that. Now I'm going to spend that extra money? No, you got to put it away. The problem is you want to take your check you get from your truck and then you just want to spend it all. Oh, this is what I got paid. No, that ain't what you got paid. Put yourself on the salary, all right? You get paid this amount of money. It don't matter how much your truck made. If after all the bills said and done, you made $3,500 and you pay yourself $1,500, well, pay yourself $1,500. Now your truck, your business made $2,000 for that week. You just set it away. And you living off of your salary. No, people don't do that. They take all their money and that's their money. They put a little bit away just in case something happens. Oh, truck running fine, this, and that. Yeah. Soon as the fuel start to get high, you've been spending your money making your truck look beautiful. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying anything wrong with it. But what I am saying, if you spending all your money on your truck to make your truck look good and not putting money up to run your business, don't complain when prices get high. Prices high on parts. Okay, you gonna blame Biden for that too? They can't get parts for trucks, back orders. You gonna blame Biden for that too? The cost of tires then went up. You gonna blame Biden? Everybody wanna point fingers at people instead of pointing fingers at yourself. What can I do to offset this? Okay, let me try to make things get shorter mile runs. Okay, let me get this 300-mile run that's paying $1,500 instead of getting this 600-mile run that's paying $1,600. And be like, hey, yeah, I'm at $3 a mile on this load. Do shorter miles for the same amount of money. Find out the areas that they're doing this. And just like these people in Georgia that's complaining about it, why are you complaining about it for? Go outside of Georgia. Go outside your comfort zone. Yeah, you can't be home every single night. Yeah, you got to work more than 8 hours in a day. Do what you have to do to survive and quit complaining about stuff. Okay, times are changing. You can't be like, well, this year prices was this, and this year prices was that. Prices go up every single year. That's just like back in 1996, the cost of diesel was 75 cents a gallon. Now, I'm finna complain because it's 2022. I'm like, man, in 1996, diesel was 75 cents a gallon. It's the same diesel. The same diesel. going to the same gas station, getting it from the same place, the same diesel. What's the difference between it was 75 cents back then and now it's $5.50? And it's the same diesel, pumped the same way from the same gas station, putting in the same tanker, going the same distance to the Shell station. So every single year that it was going up, truckers could have complained every single year and blamed every single president from way back then and point fingers, F this president, F this president. So you can say that about every single president. Or you can find a better way to run your business. Make changes. Adapt to the changes. Oh, it's going up this? Okay, let me see how I do this. It's called a business, trucking company. This is a business. You have to make business decisions. And in business, it's a cost to run the business. Cost goes up. They fluctuate. That's why you got fixed costs that does not change because it's fixed. And then you have your other costs, all your adjustable costs. You have to adjust with it. That's why I say I do a declining budget along with my budget. This is my budget for the month. I did a declining budget. Okay, this is why I meant this. Okay, now I got to make changes because I'm seeing this is going up or this happened this particular week. This how much money I got left for the month to spend in this. Let me track this now. This how much money I got left to spend in this. That's why I say I do a declining budget and a regular budget. You running a business, you got to do numbers. You have to know your cost to operate per mile, which change. That's what I mean by I say another 35 cents. Why? Because when you did your fuel and you included your fuel to operate your truck, at that time, it was this. But the cost of fuel went up per mile, another 30 cents per mile. So add that to your cost to run your truck per mile. So your new cost to run your truck per mile is now this. How can I make up that 30 cent or that extra 35 cents per mile now? How can I do that? You the owner. You got to find that way. And if you don't know that way, ask somebody. Ask somebody. Look inside the mirror and tell yourself, can I figure this out or do I need help figuring this out? I have a friend that I call when I need help. His name is Julius, last name start with an F, okay? I call him when I got inside this business. Both of our parents had trucker companies, okay, when we was growing up. Okay, he continued on. I didn't. I got in late. But he continued on. Been doing this for over 20-something years. So I call him when I need help about things or when I'm thinking about doing something. I give him a call. And he put me in the right direction. He the one put me inside finding people to fix my truck, finding a place where I can get certain parts for my truck kit and things like that. Find you somebody that's been in this business for a while that can help you out. Okay, I have some other friends that I call to, but he's the main one. He's the first person that I call. The first person that I call when I need help. Okay, you don't know everything. Quit trying to act like you know everything inside this business. I don't. That's why I pay for certain things. So people who want to call for free, I call for free. All right, man, this video is already 24 minutes long, man. Sorry for my rant. Hey, man, y'all have a good day.